Hello friends, and welcome to Oasis Lactation Services on YouTube. Today I have my hair mask in and my face mask on, and I wanted to talk about the kinds of health and beauty and body care products that you can use when you are breastfeeding or pumping milk for your baby. I want to start out with breastfeeding is normal. It is not a pathologic condition. It is not an illness. It doesn't put your body into a vulnerable state. It is not a medical emergency, right? Lactation is the biological normal conclusion to a pregnancy, and life in general is not contraindicated with breastfeeding, right? So things like washing your hair and applying makeup, these things are not emergencies for a breastfeeding parent. So let's talk about some of the really common ones. Face creams and masks. I get this question a lot. Is this face cream or mask safe when I'm breastfeeding? Oftentimes, packaging will say not to use if you're pregnant or lactating. Definitely reach out to your healthcare provider. Definitely reach out to your lactation consultant to talk about the ingredients. Different brands will have different ingredients, different combinations of ingredients. The thing that most people are concerned about is retinol or vitamin A. Oh, there's a cat that came to join me. I'm in my bathroom. I've got a cat. This is what I look like when I'm not at home visits, people. So that vitamin A compound does absorb into the skin, and there is a theoretical risk that that vitamin A can then end up in your bloodstream. Vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin. That means that it can build up in our system differently than a water-soluble vitamin. Water-soluble vitamins are real easy to pass out through the urine, so they don't back up in the system. They don't develop really at toxic levels. But those fat-soluble vitamins, there is a small risk of toxicity with fat-soluble vitamins. Now, if you're doing one treatment with retinol one time a year, the likelihood of really getting a big dose is probably small. Definitely speak to your esthetician about what the actual dose of the retinol is, so that you can make a really informed choice. If the amount of retinol that they're using is less than what's in your prenatal vitamin, well, that's definitely something to consider, right? The other thing is hair treatments. So I've got in a hair mask right now. It actually smells terrible, so I'm glad there's no smell-o-vision for this. Hair treatments like conditioning treatments or coloring treatments often get a lot of buzz. There's this idea that somehow dyeing one's hair is extraordinarily toxic when you're pregnant or breastfeeding. Are we getting the dye on the skin? Oh my goodness, my cat is gonna knock everything over. Are we getting the dye on the skin? Often, if you're getting cat on television, often if you're getting foils, they're not putting that hair dye directly on the skin, right? So it's really kind of just the smell in the air, and it's not having a pathway into your body, into your bloodstream. If you are dyeing all the way down to the scalp, right, we want to be using products that are safe for you. So the first thing to consider is, are you allergic to anything that might be in this dye or in this bleach? Because we want to protect mom's body first, right? Second, is there anything in here that can actually go into the skin, get into the bloodstream so that it has access to the milk? Very few things that we use as topical products really do. The other one I get a lot is deodorant. I have a lot of families tell me they were told that they can't wear deodorant when they're breastfeeding, and it's been for a variety of reasons. One of the reasons that I heard was that it will change your smell and then the baby won't latch on. This is hootenanny. This is not true. If you wish to wear deodorant while you're breastfeeding, totally look at those ingredients. Is this something you feel comfortable putting on your body, whether you're pregnant, lactating, or not? Maybe you decided never to become a parent. Is this a product that you feel safe with? A lot of the ingredients in most healthcare products are really basic things. They might have things like baking soda or oils, things that might be included in common foods that we eat. Body lotions are another good one. Here's the real thing to consider about body lotions. Does it have something on it that if you put it in the chest or breast area and then hold the baby skin to skin, I should not have had a cat for this video, but I'm not going to edit this out. If you hold the baby skin to skin while you're wearing that lotion, is the baby going to react, right? Their skin is brand new. It's been in an aqueous environment of the womb. It's finally out here getting sunlight for the first time, getting air for the first time, getting environmental pollutants on it for the first time. If your baby comes in contact with that lotion, is baby going to end up with a rash? So that's a much more important thing to consider than, is this body lotion going to negatively impact our breast milk in some way? Other thing to consider is if that lotion or maybe a perfume or a body cream were to, maybe you sweat and it starts to run over the nipples, or we're slathering it on and we slather it over the nipples, does it taste bad? There's definitely been products that I have used on my body and then found out later they didn't taste good, or they started to smell bad over time, or it made my kids itch when they wanted to hug with me. And so those are more realistic, immediate, logical things to consider when we're choosing a body product. You can check with something called Environmental Working Group. They have a lot of information about the toxicities of different chemicals, ingredients that are in body care products. It's pretty environmentally and naturally focused. However, they have some really good links to studies and information so that you can be a really informed consumer. The other thing to think about are detox claims, right? So I have a hair product that's called a scalp detox. Would that detox product be safe for use with breastfeeding? Well, most of these detox products, it's a marketing thing, right? This is unregulated terminology. The idea of detoxification, particularly of the skin and the hair, right? These are all external things. Nothing's really interacting with the bloodstream, right? And your milk is made from your bloodstream, not from your skin, not from the outside environment. So, detoxing mud masks and things, right? They're designed to pull toxins out of the skin. Here's the thing. Do you really believe that you have all these toxins all over your body? And if you're breastfeeding already, wouldn't they theoretically be getting into the milk? There's a lot of hype, a lot of marketing that wants us to think that we're very polluted and unsafe for our children. When the truth is, we're not that polluted and unsafe for our children. And if we are being exposed to pollution, it's an environmental thing. There's a company dumping in the water. There's a company dumping in the land. There's problems happening in our community, in our environment. These are not problems with body creams, right? These are not problems with face masks. So don't buy into the detox myth that you see on a lot of these skincare products. It is not going to in any way pull toxins into your breast milk. Your breast milk is not designed to be part of your detox system, right? We are built with a sewer system. The GI tract is part of our sewer system. The kidneys and liver are part of our sewer system, right? So we tend to expel most of our toxins through urine and feces. We don't tend to expel much through our breast milk other than optimal nutrition for our children. So again, most of this is going to be risk of contact with the baby and freaking the baby out, right? We may not want to directly feed the child while we're covered in a green mask. Also, this smells weird and the baby might not like it. But don't be concerned that it's changed the quality or the quantity of your breast milk. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to go to oasislactationservices.com and we can definitely talk about them over telehealth. Thank you so much. Hit like and subscribe. leave a comment about one of the products that you feel like you enjoy using during lactation, especially because we can get really oily after a pregnancy, or we might not have the time that we used to devote to feeling all fresh and beautiful. So if you've got a quick 2-minute beauty tip or a product that you like, drop it below in the comments so that other parents can know. Thanks for watching another episode of Oasis Lactation Services on YouTube. Share this with a friend. I'll see you next time.